There are 7 levels of fake friends, and the most dangerous ones aren't the ones who stab you in the back. It's the ones who hug you while slowly pulling away. The ones who are there for every highlight but disappear the second things get hard. You won't catch them by looking for enemies. You'll catch them by paying attention to who stays when there's nothing in it for them. These are the levels. Level 1. The convenience friend. This person is your friend when it's easy. When you're in the same class, the same job, the same gym schedule, you talk every day, you eat lunch together. You think this person is in your life, but they're not in your life. They're in your routine. The moment the routine changes, they vanish. You switch jobs and suddenly the daily texts stop. You move to a different city and the friendship evaporates like it was never there. You reach out. They say we should definitely hang out soon, and soon never comes. You weren't their friend. You were their default option. The person who was there when nobody better was available. And the worst part is you don't realize it until you're sitting alone wondering why someone who talked to you every single day can't even reply to a text anymore. Level 2. The scorekeeper. This one keeps track. Every favor, every ride, every time they helped you move or picked up the check or listened to you vent at midnight. They remember all of it. Not because they care, because they're building a tab, and one day they cash it in. You say no to something and suddenly you hear about everything they've ever done for you. Remember when I helped you with that? Remember when I was there for you? Every act of kindness was an investment and now they want their return. Real friendship doesn't have a ledger, but the scorekeeper's entire relationship with you is a transaction, and the moment the balance tips against them, the friendship is over. Not because they lost a friend, because they lost a customer. Level 3. The audience friend. This person only exists when other people are watching. In public, they're your biggest supporter. They hype you up. They call you their best friend. They post photos with you. They tag you in everything. But in private, nothing. No check-ins, no real conversations, no depth. You could be going through the worst time of your life, and they wouldn't know because they never ask. They only engage with the version of you that performs well in front of others. You're not their friend, you're their content. You make their social life look fuller than it is. And the moment you stop being useful for their image, you get quietly edited out. No fight, no breakup, just a slow fade until you realize you were a prop in someone else's highlight reel. Level 4. The energy vampire. Every conversation with this person leaves you drained. Not because they're mean, because everything is about them. You tell them you got a promotion and within 30 seconds you're hearing about their job problems. You say you're going through something and they one-up you with something worse. They call you when they need to vent. They text you when they're in crisis. They show up when they're falling apart. But when you need them, when you're the one breaking, you get a thumbs up emoji and silence. You keep giving because you think that's what good friends do. But at some point you notice the pattern. You're always the therapist and never the patient. You're always the listener and never the heard. And the exhaustion isn't physical. It's the kind that makes you dread seeing a name on your phone. Level 5. The saboteur. This person wants you to do well, just not better than them. They celebrate your wins, but only the small ones, the ones that don't threaten their position. You get something they wanted, and suddenly the energy shifts. They don't say they're jealous. They say things like must be nice, or you got lucky, or I mean it's not that hard. Small comments that sound like jokes but land like punches. They disguise their resentment as honesty and their jealousy as concern. You start hiding your success around them. You downplay your wins. You apologize for things going well because somewhere along the way you learned that shining too bright around this person comes with a cost. And the saddest part is you still call them a friend because the sabotage is so subtle you keep thinking you imagined it. Level 6. The manipulator. This is the most dangerous level because this person genuinely makes you feel crazy. They twist situations until you're apologizing for things they did. They gaslight you so smoothly that you start questioning your own memory. They say something hurtful, and when you bring it up, suddenly you're too sensitive. They cancel on you repeatedly, and when you express frustration, suddenly you're being dramatic. Every conflict ends with you feeling guilty, even when you were the one who got hurt. They control the narrative. They talk to other friends about you in ways that make you look unreasonable. They build alliances. They make you feel like the problem. And the worst part is they do all of this while telling you they love you, while telling you nobody else understands you like they do, while making you feel like leaving them would mean being completely alone. You don't lose a manipulator. You escape one. Level 7. The mirror. But here's what no one tells you about fake friends. Sometimes the call is coming from inside the house. You've been so focused on identifying who's real and who's not that you haven't asked the harder question. Have you been a real friend? Have you checked in without needing something? Have you celebrated someone's win without measuring it against your own? Have you stayed when it was inconvenient? Because the truth about fake friends is that most of them don't know they're fake. The convenience friend isn't evil. They just never learned to maintain relationships outside of routine. The scorekeeper wasn't born keeping tabs. They learned it from someone who made love feel conditional. This doesn't mean you tolerate it. It means you recognize it. Set boundaries where you need to. Walk away when you have to. But also look in the mirror and ask yourself what level you've been operating on. Because the best way to find real friends isn't to test the people around you. It's to become the kind of friend you've been looking for. And if you watch this whole video thinking about one specific person, that's your answer. You already know. Trust it. Drop a comment with which level hit the hardest. Not because the algorithm needs it. Because the person scrolling through these comments at midnight needs to know they're not the only one who's been there.